Hello, good evening, and welcome to our National Honor Society Senior Reception. My name is Danielle Bearden, and I am the co-advisor to the National Honor Society at Littleton High School. It is wonderful to have so many people here and at home with us this evening to celebrate the achievements of our members. Each person here has played a vital role in helping our students to make it to the last term and yet another successful year. The Constitution of the National Honor Society states, the purpose of this organization shall be to create enthusiasm for scholarship, to stimulate a desire to render service, to promote leadership, and to develop character in students of secondary schools. I would now like to introduce my co-advisor, Ms. Susan Harvey.
Good evening. Last year, we were dealing with pandemic for several years, so it was a little crazy. We got a little used to having LCTV, so this will be on television tomorrow if you want to see yourselves. Terrifying. Okay. As members of the National Honor Society, these students have not only met the rigorous standards for admission, but have stayed committed to those standards throughout their membership. As we will hear shortly, this group of students dedicates a great deal of their time to helping others. We have been honored to work with and get to know these students better this year. If we didn't know them before, but we did, didn't we? Yeah, okay. We are excited to celebrate achievement of our National Honor Society members this evening. And at this time, I would like to invite to the podium Declan Reedy, our president, who will introduce our keynote speaker for this evening, Mrs. Deborah Dion.
Thank you. So just a couple quick things I'd like to say about Mrs. Dion. First of all, she's retiring this year, so let's give her a round of applause for that. And just the other thing I'd like to say about her is, as somebody who works in the office instead of as a teacher who we all interact with on a day-to-day basis, oftentimes her work goes unnoticed, but she is always there working in the background, making sure that everything is running smoothly and everything that needs to get done gets done at LHS. So without further ado, this is Mrs. Dion's.
Thank you, Declan. Good evening. Hello, my fellow NHS members. Yes, I said fellow members. You see, I too am an NHS member. I was inducted into the NHS my junior year of high school, just a few short years ago. I still have and am wearing my pin. When I opened my email last Monday morning, I was very surprised to find one from your NHS president, Declan Reedy, asking if I would like to give the address this evening. My immediate reaction was, no way, absolutely not. I couldn't possibly do that. Public speaking is one of my greatest phobias in life. Every time I have attempted to speak in public, my nerves overwhelm me. However, after more careful consideration, I decided to give it another try. I would like to prove to myself and to you that facing your fear is a good thing. It promotes growth within yourself, keeps you learning, exploring, and enjoying new things. And even at my age, I need to remember to keep learning, exploring, and enjoying new things. You are on the threshold of adulthood, but you still have a ways to go and much to experience. Along your way, you will run into obstacles. You will encounter unplanned situations and come across new problems you never imagined. Some of these things you will be able to think your way through. Some you will need to invent your way through. Some will require a little negotiation know-how, and some you will just have to face fear of the unknown and trust your way through. You all have these tools inside yourselves. Trust yourself that you will use them when you need to. Believe in yourself, for others will not believe in you if you do not feel confident in yourself. You all arrived at Littleton High School as young adolescents and are now nearing the end of your high school years as young adults, preparing to go off in many directions. Your life experiences will be expansive and different from anyone else. Savor these experiences. Get involved. Meet new people. Try new things. See new places. Don't let fear of trying new things stop you from participating. In other words, go to the dance and dance. So, I guess I can check off facing one of my fears, but I still have much to learn. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Believe that you are well prepared to face the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Dion. We are going to be lost without you next year. I'm gonna be for sure. So we would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge our 4 officers and tremendous work they have accomplished this year. Please stand and be recognized for your hard work, dedication, and enthusiasm. President Declan Reedy. Vice President Aaron Prue. Secretary Mary Crowley, and Treasurer Lindsay McDonald. Thank you all so much for everything you've done and helping organize this year. And here is a brief recap of all that you have accomplished this year. Declan, would you please come up?
All right, so we did a lot this year. But first of all, my fellow officers and I would like to thank Mrs. Harvey, Mrs. Bearden, and Mrs. Dion for their remarks tonight. We also want to take a moment to congratulate our NHS members for a very successful year. Our chapter raised over $2,300 for Doctors Without Borders with our chapter-wide scavenger hunt. All of our individual committees have a multitude of accomplishments as well. Loaves and Fishes Committee ran all of our monthly food collection drives and went to Bagels Plus in Acton to help clean up every Thursday. Wish Project Committee organized 2 drives to collect donations of baby supplies and winter clothing to donate to families in need. Healthcare Committee ran a fundraiser for ALS research at the Holiday Bazaar, Pennies for Patients to raise money for the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, and is running our school blood drive tomorrow, May 16th. One of our new committees, Sleep in Heavenly Peace, raised over $4,000 and participated in 6 bed builds at a local chapter, making beds for hundreds of children in need. They also helped with donating blankets and delivering beds to the families in need. Our other new committee, Polar Plunge, raised over $1,500 for the Massachusetts Special Olympics with the annual Polar Plunge event. Sewing, knitting, and crochet committees made 20 blankets for small animals at the Lowell Transitional Center, and separately they made over 100 other handmade items to donate to the Lowell Transitional Center, as well as working on costumes for the fall play, The Birds. The Mural Committee worked on a painting of Frederick Douglass in Mr. Miskinnis's classroom, as well as planning projects for next year. Tutoring Committee spent 34 hours tutoring students in multiple subjects here at LHS. Tiger Tech Committee helped save over $8,500 in Chromebook repairs for the school, helped out local senior citizens with technology, and hosted their first ever hackathon event at Littleton Middle School. Cleanup Committee organized multiple cleanups after sports games throughout the year and built snowmen at the Life Care Center. The Library Committee raised over $230 at our fall book sale and is helping with the spring book sale this weekend. Thank you for all your hard work this year. Now, I'd just like to take a moment to recognize our officers for next year, so please stand and be recognized. Amy Marana, President. Maggie Berlinger, Vice President. Emma Platts, Secretary. And Lisa Hood, Treasurer. You guys are going to do great next year. I'd like to invite Ms. Harvey back up to the podium.
Thank you, Declan. So, we look forward to working with these new officers. It's going to be very exciting, except that I'm also retiring, so it's just Mrs. Bearden. Sorry. This year, we continue a tradition of having the junior members introduce their senior classmates. Seniors, I ask you to come forward to stand with your junior classmate when introduced. And since we have such a large crowd, we're doing this alphabetical by speaker, not by student. So don't get alarmed, family, okay? So the very first person that I would like to invite up is Catherine Anjorian.
Hi. First off, I would like to welcome my good friend, Jenna Kivlin. So Jenna will be continuing her academic career at Simmons University, pursuing her passion in physical fitness by studying a 3+3 exercise science through a DPT program. Jenna has accomplished so much during the past 4 years, including becoming a CrossFit Level 1 trainer and will be earning a Level 2 status at the end of this May. Jenna has inspired me as a female athlete by excelling on the varsity football team and competing in elite CrossFit tournaments. Even though Latin was not her favorite subject, Jenna loved spending time with Miss Kelly because they both value the importance of self-improvement and personal expression. I'm so glad to have someone like Jenna to look up to as a role model in the National Honor Society. I've never met such a dedicated, productive, kind person like Jenna, and I can't wait to see her continue to help others and grow in college. I'm gonna miss her stopping by at my house and waving to me in the hallways, so thank you for all your hard work as a role model, and thank you for tolerating me as your third wheel on your McDonald's trips with Michaela. All right, next, I would like to invite up Lindsay Barbella. Lindsay Barbella is a hardworking, involved member of the National Honor Society. I have had the pleasure to be a teammate of Lindsay throughout our time here at LHS. She has shown leadership and dedication as a captain of the field hockey, softball, and basketball team, which made it to the Final Four this year. On top of that, Lindsay enjoyed challenging courses at LHS, such as AP Biology with Miss Berlinger and AP Calculus with Miss Elmore. All her hard work has paid off as she will be attending UMass Amherst and pursuing biomedical engineering. Her contribution to NHS, especially in the Loaves and Fishes committee, is greatly appreciated. Lindsay is a very welcoming and accepting person, both on the field and in the classroom, and I know she will continue to bring a positive energy everywhere she goes. Lindsay and I have loved celebrating all the wins and losses we have had, and I'm gonna miss all of the fun runs and field hockey and beautiful singing on bus rides home. You truly make coming to practice every day worth it. Thank you for all the advice and support, and I wish you the best as you move on to bigger and better things. And next, I'd like to invite Sydney Babers. Hi.
First, I would like to welcome up Chloe Coro. Chloe is a very strong student who will be continuing her education at the University of Vermont in the fall, majoring in psychology with a minor in human development and family science. She plans on being either an elementary school psychologist or a therapist working with children. This year, she pursued an internship with first graders in Shaker Lane that helped solidify her decision. Her favorite class was Facing History with Mrs. Harvey, and most memorable experience was going to games and dances with all of her friends. She leaves LHS grateful for all of the friendships and memories made, and I'm so excited to watch her make new ones at UVM. Next is Jamie Sundberg. This fall, Jamie will be attending the University of Denver, where she will be majoring in hospitality management, which I know she'll be successful in with her kind and positive attitude. Being a member of the NHS played a role in helping her decide what she wanted to do, and she said she appreciated the chance to help her community. Her favorite memories and activities in high school were the Spain trip and being part of the tennis team. Jamie is a great friend, and I can't wait to see what she will accomplish in and after college. Next is Ella Bergeron.
I would first like to invite up Kate Ferreira. I have had the pleasure to know Kate from my high school experience and have the privilege to see and experience how wonderfully she affects her peers and LHS. Kate has been a part of NHS for 1 year, along with the LHS soccer team, the LHS Bromfield swim team, tennis team, maintaining her great grades, and being a member of the LHS Humanitarian Club. Throughout her LHS experience, Kate has found out that she has a passion for ceramics with the help of Ms. Hosfeld, and really enjoyed our school's first ever wellness day playing ping pong in Dr. Michaud's room. I had a wonderful experience with Kate on the LHS Bromfield swim team. She showed great perseverance in all of her tough events and always gave me great company, even though during our first tough year of COVID, and always displayed the great qualities of a teammate. Next year, Kate will be attending the University of Vermont for an engineering degree. We hope you wear your new colors of green and gold proudly, but always hope you remember your yellow and blue. Best of luck, Kate. You will do great things in your future. And I would next like to invite up Kira Maglani. Kira has made a positive impact on NHS and all of LHS by showing her true passions for helping her community and making LHS a better place. Kira has put forth her best efforts on the ski slopes, the lacrosse field, improving our school's global footprint in the environmental club, and maintaining excellent grades. Kira used to be my neighbor, and I remember her welcoming me over on hot summer days to jump on her trampoline and drink chocolate milk. Even when she was younger, Kira was easily approachable and genuine in her friendships. I always had a great time with her. She has found great role models with Miss Barry and Miss Elmore. She admires Miss Barry for her wonderful fashion sense and the great support for her students in class and clubs. And Miss Elmore impressed her through her ability to connect with her students. Kira has improved her community by teaching ski lessons to younger children at Neshoba Ski Valley and attending bed builds. Along with all of Kira's LHS positions, she spends her free time indulging in music, teaching herself to snowboard, and going to the gym. She is well-rounded and puts forth her best efforts in many different activities. Kira has truly improved LHS. Next year, Kira will be pursuing an engineering career at the University of Maryland. Congratulations. And will be ready to make her mark on the world because of her experience in NHS, LHS, and her great role models. Congratulations. Sorry. I would like to welcome up Maggie Berlinger.
All right, I'd like to welcome up Max Smith. Hello everyone, this here is Max. During his time here at LHS, Max has been involved within academics, athletics, and a variety of extracurricular activities. To begin with athletics, Max has been a member of the varsity basketball team here at LHS since sophomore year. In terms of academics, or scholarship as it appears in the National Honor Society tenets, Max's favorite class he has taken is Facing History and Ourselves, taught by Mrs. Harvey. His reasons being the nature of open discussion and the ability to learn and examine parts of history and culture that are often overlooked or misrepresented. This desire to help the marginalized is similarly shown in Max's membership of the Humanitarian Club, which, if you are unfamiliar with it, is a club whose main goal is to help others, whether it be people locally who are in need of clothing, people in countries amid disaster in need of food, or children in developing nations in need of help accessing education. Within the club, Max's favorite activity was supporting Rise Against Hunger, an organization whose goal is, as the name suggests, ending world hunger. He said he liked the way that the event has a worldwide impact that starts from something as little as asking people for donations at a bake sale. NHS has allowed Max to take his passion for helping others to the next level, as he has stated that the organization made him more serious about volunteering and giving back to the local community. His favorite service project within the NHS is what was formerly known as Sleep in Heavenly Peace and currently does not have a name. But regardless of the status of its branding, the organization builds beds for children who do not have them and also assists in the distribution of pillows and blankets. Max has said that what he appreciates most about the National Honor Society is what it does for the community, as a whole for this community, and he hopes that the tradition continues. Next year, Max will be moving north to attend the school at the University of Vermont to study business with a focus on marketing and advertising. I have no doubt that Max will be able to imbue whatever career he chooses with both creativity and a passion for helping others. Next, I'd like to invite up Sophia Black. All right, so many of you already know her, but in case you don't, this is Sophia. She's an incredibly passionate person who is driven to help animals of all kinds through NHS and beyond. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Sophia before joining NHS, or even coming to high school, as we were both part of the Middlesex County Good Shepherd Sheep Club. I've been in the club for what feels like 100 years, but what amounts to 11 or 12, and Sophia joined at a time when the club was really low on numbers. I'll be honest, I was a little nervous to see how someone who had never raised a sheep before would fare, but she shocked me with her ability to desire to learn and adapt to her surroundings. Sophia dove headfirst into a leadership position, becoming president of the club, and has continued to come up with new ideas and events to run. In terms of NHS, one of her favorite projects was assisting the Pennies for Patients event, which benefits what's approximately her third favorite species, humans. On the academic side, one memory that sticks out to me is the time earlier this year when we were both filling out the teacher superlative Google form when she stated that AP Bio, taught by my mom, was her favorite class, and later on, when she got to the question about what class is most difficult, she asked, "Is it bad if I put AP Bio?" Naturally, I said no. My mom would probably take that as a compliment, but I really think it shows that Sophia is willing to work to achieve whatever goals she sets for herself, even if she's known to forget her backpack at home on occasion. Sophia is planning to continue her studies of animal studies next year at UMass Amherst, where I think she might spend more time in the barn than at the library, but there's nothing wrong with that, is there? Next, I'd like to invite up Spencer Cowett.
Just that mic.
Oh, yeah, I will need to. Oh, okay. Neil, could you come up here first? I'd just like to start off by saying that Neil is an outstanding guy. Over the last few years, I've gotten to know him much better through soccer and track, and I've noticed that he is the perfect embodiment of what all NHS members should strive for, in a few ways. Firstly, he's an inspiring leader. With regards to sports, Neil is always helping the coaches and making plans, which has largely contributed to the successes of our teams here. In school, he's also a great leader who helps assimilate underclassmen into high school. Another great thing about Neil is his remarkable character. He's fun to hang out with in any setting, and any room with Neil instantly becomes more fun, for better or for worse. As for his service, his commitment to the town of Littleton is almost unparalleled. On a run through the point once, Neil pointed out something that he had done to help the complex in almost every area, from shoveling in front of O'Neill Cinemas to cleaning the steps leading to the hospital. Sadly, Neil will be leaving us next year to go to UMass Amherst to study finance, and while he will still be close by, I know that he will make it far in life. Congratulations, Neil, on an amazing 4 years at LHS. Owen, next up. You're invited. About 10 years ago, Owen McNeil moved into the same neighborhood as me, and in the years following, I didn't really know him very well. But in high school, I saw him flourish. He participated in many clubs and activities, excelling at all of them. In the band, he moved up to become the best trumpet player. Well, debatably. No, it's him. Although Danny might kill me. In fencing, he became one of the best, and in Tiger Tech, he was one of the most knowledgeable members. He also excelled academically. As he moves forward, Owen will Owen will be pursuing an engineering degree at WPI, where I'm sure he'll do great things using all that he's learned and done. Congratulations on everything, Owen. I'd like to invite Lily up.
I'd like to call up Nev Martin. I have known and played soccer with Nev for a long time, so I can confidently say she's an amazing person, leader, friend, and someone I'll always look up to. She'll be heading off to Georgetown in the fall, who's very lucky to have her. She'll be majoring in justice and peace studies with a goal to become a lawyer, and I could not have thought of a better path for her to take. She always stands up and fights for what she believes in, even to Todd Turcotte. Her favorite activity from high school is soccer. Her favorite teacher was Miss Kern because she always had high energy and a willingness to help. Nev's favorite class in high school was race and membership by Miss Harvey because it was so different and unlike any class LHS offers. Most importantly, her most memorable moment in soccer was in soccer, winning the round of 8 against Millbury and moving on to the Final Four. I'm lucky to have been able to get close with Nev over the years and learn how much she has to offer as a friend and leader. She's going to do amazing at Georgetown and become an amazing lawyer one day. I'd like to invite up Emily. I don't know who was on this page. I am very fortunate to speak for Emily because she got to do my sister's speech last year, so I'm happy to pass it on to her. Emily and I have known each other for a while and grew up playing soccer together. She's an amazing and well-rounded person and athlete. She'll be going to the University of New Hampshire in the fall and majoring in biology or health sciences. Her life goal is to get a job where she can help people or the environment. In her past 4 years, her favorite activities were playing LHS sports, including soccer, baseball, and lacrosse, and going to all the other sports games. Oh my God! Wait, what'd I say? You said baseball. Okay, sorry, basketball. Emily's favorite class was psychology because she thought it was super interesting and fun. Her most memorable moment was making the Final Four this last year in soccer and basketball as well as all the school dances. Emily is compassionate and a great leader who's going to do amazing at UNH and wherever she goes afterwards. I'd like to invite up Samra Ishal.
First, I'd like to call up Ben Kane. Ben Kane has been an honorable and determined member of NHS and has made many commitments and achievements all throughout the years. To begin with, he was the starting goalie for the varsity soccer team and has played soccer for all 4 years of high school. He is also part of Boy Scouts, and when he was 16, he achieved his Eagle Scout. Ben has been a huge contributor to the LHS drama program and has put in so much effort since he is a stage manager and has made wonderful experiences. Having great organization skills and being dependable, Ben has helped put together many outstanding plays and musicals that most of us have probably seen, like our most recent musical, Chicago. He loves theater and has been part of it for 3 years now. Other than theater, he has an interest in LHS Programming Club, which he is the founding member of. He is the secretary and treasurer of the Programming Club. Ben sure has a lot on his plate even while taking 3 AP classes. He's committed to the University of New Hampshire as a nursing student. He wants to be able to help people and strongly believes helping them whenever possible is very important. Ben's favorite class was photography with Mr. Allen. He learned many new skills and made lots of unforgettable memories with his friends. His most memorable experience was the senior night soccer game while standing underneath the lights at alumni. Ben holds strong beliefs that NHS is very beneficial to the community and LHS is a caring place that has fostered him into the person he is today. Next, I would like to call John Woodward. John Woodward is a dedicated and proud member of NHS with great morals and values. Finance is one of John's greatest strengths. Interpersonal and problem-solving skills are prominent characteristics attained by John, which is why he has decided to study finance at Fairfield University. As of now, he's not entirely sure what he wants to do specifically in finance, but I'm sure he'll figure that out knowing he is excellent at making decisions. Before he makes his way to college, there have been many memorable memories made for him here at Littleton High School. For starters, he enjoys playing home football and basketball games and loves representing Littleton. Besides being great at sports, I would like to add that he is also very good with animals. He has a dog named Danny and even a cat named Zeus, both of which are very playful. He favored macroeconomics, where he learned so many new things that even helped him with finance. He had a blast with all his friends in that class and has made so many memories with them. We have plenty of amazing teachers here at LHS, but he definitely favored Stukes the most. John has done lots of community service over the years and would like to continue to do more service to the community even in college, as well as continuing to play more football and basketball. He has had some great experiences here in LHS and in NHS and will forever remember and cherish them. Next, I would like to call Ella Geardy.
All right, I'd like to welcome up Arav Aurora. Arav Aurora is an honorable NHS member who has consistently demonstrated his dedication and passion for his LHS community. Arav took on the leadership role as a tutoring committee head, which showed his passion for helping his community and making LHS a better place. Arav is a well-rounded person who is active in and out of school. From maintaining great grades and rigorous courses, to playing soccer and basketball for the varsity team at LHS, from playing the piano to even playing fantasy football, Arav puts forth his best effort and passion in everything he does. In his free time, Arav loves to spend time with his friends playing on the Royals AAU basketball and soccer team and playing video games. Arav's work ethic and enthusiasm in everything he does will bring him success in his future life. Next year, Arav will be attending Georgia Tech for computer science. Best of luck, Arav. We know you will do great things with your future. Next, I'd like to welcome Shay O'Brien up. Shay O'Brien is a dedicated NHS member who has continuously showed her passion, hard work, and commitment to her community here at LHS. Not only did Shay take on the leadership role as a healthcare committee head, she worked tirelessly to raise money for diseases like ALS and spent hours organizing the LHS blood drive. Shay enjoyed many classes here at LHS, but some of her favorite classes were Stats with Miss Abate and AP Psych with Miss Moore. For college, Shay has committed to Westfield State University as a nursing major and is also committed to the lacrosse team. I played with Shay for a few years in field hockey, and she was one of the most supportive, most welcoming, and talented girls on the team. Shay strives to be the best person she can be and help others in the community. Shay is very driven, and her positive attitude and friendly disposition will allow her to become a great pediatric nurse practitioner in the future. Shay will be missed in the LH community, and we all wish her best of luck in her future. I know there's still much more greatness to come. All right, I'd like to welcome up Lisa Hood.
My first speech is for Elizabeth O'Neill, who unfortunately cannot be here tonight, but I'm going to give the speech anyways. As both an NHS member and a person, Elizabeth O'Neill is one of the most dedicated people I've ever met. Eli is an active participant in theater at LHS, taking part in a multiple of high school and middle school shows, and even helping to choreograph the middle school shows as a high schooler. In NHS, Eli has been a part of the healthcare, library, and loaves and fishes committees, and has been an asset to both our school and local communities through her contributions to NHS. In her time in high school, not only has she been a valuable member of LHS, a strong student, and an integral part of LHS drama, she's also battled cancer. To go through something as difficult as Eli has and come out even stronger takes so much bravery and strength and is a testament to her incredible, resilient character. Eli's amazing perseverance is a huge inspiration to me, as I know it is for many others in the LHS community. Eli will be attending Plymouth State University next year, where she'll be studying political science. Eli, I wish you the best of luck in college next year and in all your future endeavors. I know you'll succeed in anything you set your mind to, just like you have at LHS. Next, I'd like to welcome up Lindsay McDonald. I met Lindsay McDonald as a clueless little 6th grader in a middle school production of Annie, and since then she has become one of my greatest inspirations and closest friends. Throughout high school, Lindsay has been involved with theater, where she has been a part of every production LHS has put on, and swim team, of which she was the captain this year. To both, Lindsay has dedicated an immense amount of her time. While I can't personally speak to her experience on the swim team, though I'm sure she is very good at it, as she is most things, I know Lindsay has been invaluable to the shows produced at LHS and everyone in them as both a performer and, for the past 2 years, a stage manager. If any of you came to see Chicago, you can thank Lindsay for the fact that everyone managed to get on stage on time. Lindsay has created a community in theater, both of friends and of people who get to come and be amazed by the effort that she has put into the shows. Lindsay has been incredibly devoted to NHS, especially this year when she was NHS Treasurer and Committee Head of the Knitting and Crochet Committee. Lindsay is going to Roger Williams University next year and will be double majoring in secondary education and math to become a math teacher. Lindsay is one of the kindest, friendliest people I know, and I know that she'll make an amazing teacher, and her future students should consider themselves very lucky to have her. I hope you have an amazing time at Roger Williams next year, Lindsay, though not so amazing that you don't come back to home to visit us sometimes. Thank you so much for everything you've done for the LHS community. I'd like to welcome up Jay Kang.
I'd like to welcome up Arian Kulkarni. At the beginning of each week, I always looked forward to walking into biology class with Arian to discuss the events of the previous Sunday. Sundays were Formula One race days, a sport we both shared a keen interest in, and Arian was one of the few people who I could have a knowledgeable conversation about F1 with. And during our biology class, I always knew that I could rely on Arian to provide me with insightful and accurate answers to any questions that I had. And every class that I've had with Arian, he was usually one of the smartest in the room. Out of all the classes he's taken at LHS, his favorite is probably stats with Miss Kern, as he enjoys the analytical aspect of the subject. In addition to school, Arian is heavily involved with robotics, where he has many fond memories with the team. In fact, some of his favorite memories from high school was winning with their division at the World Championship in 2022, and again earlier this year. Continuing his passion for robotics and engineering, Arian will be studying biomechanical engineering at UMass Amherst. Biomedical engineering at UMass Amherst. As Arian prepares to move on to this next chapter of his life, I have no doubts that he will continue to excel in all of his pursuits, and I can only imagine the great things that he will accomplish with years to come. Next, I'd like to welcome up Jack Fornicola. So the first time that I spoke with Jack was at a Tiger Tech meeting a couple months ago. For those of you that are unfamiliar, Tiger Tech is an NHS committee where students at LHS fix broken Chromebooks and help seniors with technology. And during the meeting, Jack helped me replace a keyboard on an old Chromebook, then later explained to me how the compressed air duster worked. While he explained everything to me, he did it patiently and elaborately without making me seem stupid. Now, this story is not only a testament to his character, but his goals for the future. And while Jack was in high school, he loved robotics, and he will continue his passion for machines with a mechanical engineering degree at Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, and I'm sure he'll do amazing things with his knowledge and virtue. Now, despite his love for engineering, his favorite class at LHS has always been concert band, where he would relax and play the clarinet, and allowed him time where he didn't have to worry about tests or grades. It was a place where he could relax, and thus his final words to NHS is this: while classwork and high school is important, don't forget to enjoy life. Thanks. And finally, Justin Mano. Justin is one of the most kind, compassionate, and winsome people that I know. He's always willing to lend a hand, and he's always there for his friends. And another thing is, I've never seen Justin upset. He's always positive and upbeat, and has a great way of making sure that everyone around him feels comfortable, even when things are tough. He's a great student, he's a great athlete, and a great friend. Now, Justin's most memorable experience in high school was just having fun. He enjoyed spending time with his friends, playing basketball and football, and enjoyed his time as a member of NHS. Now, Justin is attending Providence College in the fall, where he plans to study business. He doesn't know what his life goals are yet, but he's excited to start this new chapter in his life. And regardless of what he does, I know that he will do great things in college and beyond. Justin, I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Next, I'd like to welcome Giselle Kiernan.
I'd like to call up Nina Scaramucci. Although I've only got to really know and become good friends with Nina in the past couple of years, I can confidently say that in that short span of time, I've come to know her as a caring, thoughtful, and hardworking person. I can look up to her with admiration and high praise. Nina is going to Northeastern, where she will spend her first semester in Greece. She plans on majoring in health science with an overall goal to work in healthcare or public health. Although Nina is off to college, she has enjoyed her time at Littleton High School. Her most memorable experience, one that we were able to share, was the trip to Italy her junior year. From eating pizza to taking pictures, I'm so glad we got to experience a trip of a lifetime together. Nina has left a significant impact on LHS by helping start a gymnastics co-op with Groton Dunstable her sophomore year. She then went on to win gymnastics leagues both her junior and senior year, while also being selected onto the senior national team. Her leadership as gymnastics captain shows how dedicated she is to the sport, and that she is a role model others can look up to. Not only is she a dedicated athlete, Nina also was an active member of Latin Club. Her favorite class was race and membership in America, for it was eye-opening and she learned so much. Although I will miss her, I'm excited she's starting a new chapter of her life. I know Nina will go on to achieve amazing things in college and beyond, and I wish her the very best in all her endeavors. Next, I'd like to call up Priyanka Sarathi. It has been a privilege to form a close friendship with someone as hardworking, dedicated, and personable as Priyanka. Throughout the years, I've seen her grow to become the wonderful person she is today. Most of the time, you can find Priyanka running, whether at track practice or on her own. She's dedicated her time in both high school and middle school, constantly working to improve, making cross-country and track her favorite activity. Her most memorable high school experience centers around running, specifically when she lost her shoe at the state meet. She also will never forget helping the team place first at states in outdoor track in her sophomore year, and then placing second at the state meet the following year. A core memory we were able to share is running together at indoor New Balance Nationals last year. As for academics, Priyanka's favorite classes included AP Calc and Facing History.
AP Calc is one of the hardest APs a student can take at LHS, which shows her ability to balance hard work while keeping an optimistic attitude. Now that Priyanka has made her mark on LHS, she is off to the Northeastern Boston campus to further her academic achievements. She plans on majoring in biological sciences or pursuing the pre-med track, but her overall goal is to help others. Personally, she has been a role model and amazing friend to me both on and off the track. Priyanka has inspired me to value hard work for it pays off and to dream big. The rest of the speech isn't on here, but okay, to dream big because your dreams are more in reach than you think, and I wish Priyanka all the best. I'd like to call up Ellie Manser. Okay, Ava, Federino, please. Oh my. Is that a good height? Yeah. Okay. I was lucky enough to write about Ava Pittarino, who will be attending Salva Regina University studying psychology with a minor in criminal justice. Her favorite activity at LHS was playing soccer and participating in community service projects. Ava's infectious personality gave her the chance to get along with just about every teacher. She has a lot of favorite teachers, but a couple that stick out are Mr. Allen and Mr. Christie. These teachers really helped her get through high school and to where she is today. Her favorite classes were psychology. It's okay. Her favorite classes were psychology, ceramics, creative writing, and photography. This is not going well.
Ellie, just take a breath.
Because they allowed her the space to create. Oh my. Her most memorable moment in high school, which I got to experience. Oh my gosh. Okay. Her most memorable moment in high school, which I got to experience with her, was her senior soccer season, where we had a very successful season, which allowed Ava to close out her career with a deep run into the state tournament. She also enjoyed participating in her internship at the Russell Street and Chickerley elementary schools, helping kids throughout the week. She is thankful and grateful for all the opportunities that NHS and LHS has given her over the past 4 years and will miss the school community and her friends after her graduation. Ava will be greatly missed as part of the NHS and LHS community. I'm wishing you all the best in college, Ava. Oh my. No, I'm good. I'll make it. Okay. Erin Brew. The next victim. Okay. I had the opportunity to write about the vice president of NHS, but more importantly, my soccer bus buddy, Erin Prue. Erin has recently committed to Syracuse, where she will be studying computer science, which is a career path that she will thrive in. Erin was the captain of the band and the soccer team her senior year. Her favorite activity was being on the soccer team, where she was a 3-year varsity starter. She also throws a shot put for track. She enjoyed her teachers, Mrs. Moore and Mrs. Kern. Her favorite class was the band, where she played the French horn, and she got to create great memories, such as the Disney band trip her junior year. She wasn't limited to just the concert band. She also participated in the jazz band, where she played the bass guitar. Erin's final thoughts on her experience in NHS and LHS are that she will miss all of her underclassmen friends. And we will miss you more. Erin will be deeply missed around the high school in all the hallways and classes. She will be remembered for the impact that she had in her extracurriculars and overall for being a great friend. I'm wishing you all the best in high school and can't wait to visit. Is Amelia here? No. Okay, well.
Then just read it.
I'll read it. So this is for Amelia from Victoria. Amelia Rogers has played varsity field hockey and lacrosse for 4 years at LHS and was captain of the field hockey team her senior year. During her academic career at LHS, Amelia especially enjoyed AP statistics with Mrs. Kern. Her most memorable high school experience was traveling with Miss Duffy to Spain, where she stayed in both Madrid and Barcelona. The National Honor Society has given Amelia many opportunities for community service, and her most valuable experience was donating homemade winter items to the Lowell Transitional Center through the Knitting and Crochet Committee. Amelia will be attending Northeastern University in Boston, where she will major in computer science. And all right, Amy, please come up here.
I'm going to be reading Victoria's other speech for Maya. Maya has played 3 years of varsity softball and 2 years of varsity field hockey. She was captain of the softball team her senior year. During her academic career at LHS, Maya especially enjoyed environmental science with Mr. Eldridge and band with Miss Bridge. Her most memorable high school experience was going on the Disney and Spain trips. She plans to continue her community service in college. Maya will be attending North Carolina State University. There she will be majoring in environmental engineering. Next, I would like to call up Aiden Doyle. Aiden is a very hard-working individual. Throughout his time here at LHS, he has constantly challenged himself by taking rigorous classes. His favorite of them was APUSH, AP US History, an especially difficult and fast-paced course. However, he succeeded in it by studying hard and putting in his utmost effort. He puts the same effort into the sports he does as well. Talking to him, I learned that his most memorable experience here at LHS was running track and field. This sport helped him to learn the value of discipline and self-improvement, even though it was often difficult and hard to find enjoyment in. His ability to overcome challenges or difficulties in his life and with hard work and consistency is extremely impressive and should not be overlooked. For college, he will be going on to the University of Massachusetts Amherst and majoring in computer science. I am sure he will have no problem excelling there, just as he has in his time here at LHS. Next, I'd like to call up Charlie Painter. So, Charlie joined the National Honor Society in her junior year, and from the beginning, she was always a great asset to this organization, often volunteering in many of her communities and outside of them. I knew that whenever I needed someone to help me with my committee, I could always count on her to show up. During her time here at LHS, Charlie's favorite activity has been track and field. She joined in 7th grade and has completed 18 seasons of it since then. While starting as a distance runner, she eventually switched over to pole vault and sprinting, where she further excelled. Charlie left a lasting impact on the school with her skills, securing 2 school records for pole vaulting and sprinting. The most memorable part of her high school career was breaking the school record for the 4x2 meter dash in her junior year. She also recently just broke her own school record in the pole vault, so congrats, Charlie. Her previous sprinting school record, the previous sprinting school record had been held for the past 7 years, so breaking it was such a huge accomplishment for her. For college, Charlie has committed to Worcester Polytechnical Institute for Air Force ROTC. There she will be majoring in computer science. I'm incredibly sad that Charlie will be leaving, as she is such a great and amazing and dependable person, but I know she will do great things at WPI. Next, I would like to call up a non-meta.
Ayush, can you come up here? Okay. Like all of us juniors, I sent out the email full of questions about where each senior would go to college and their feelings on LHS and NHS. When I read Ayush's responses to my questions, I was reminded of a certain Latin phrase, ad astra per aspera. This means through adversity into the stars. I was reminded of this quote because of all of Ayush's achievements at Littleton during his 4 years here. These included the likes of being a part of the team that went to the first robotics competition, World Championship, and being George Bush in a mock trial for A-Push. Furthermore, the Latin phrase also reminded me of how you need to shoot for the stars to be able to reach your goals. And Ayush, you'll reach that star goal of getting your master's in computer science. Just give it 2 to 7 years. That date range is a little long, but blame Google for that. Ayush, I'd like to wish you good luck in your future endeavors and hope you enjoy your time at WPI. Next up is Jacob Aramento. When thinking about how I was going to write this speech, I contemplated whether I was going to start with a joke, slightly insulting Jake, or giving him a compliment. I decided to give him a compliment. But not your average Jake, you're good at this, or Jake, you're amazing because of some random thing you did. The compliment I would give Jake is the fact that he's genuinely a nice person. And through my experiences, that is not something you usually come across very often in a person. I remember my freshman and sophomore years, Jake always went out of his way to say hi or simply ask how my day was going. And although that may seem very boring and not out of the ordinary, it gave me that sense of welcome, which would give a day where I had 3 tests a good memory. One thing for sure I know about Jake is that he loved remote learning and probably wishes we never went back to normal. He is looking to major in mechanical engineering, and one thing he said to me will likely resonate with me for a long time. Enjoy the fun side of learning, and try not to get too overwhelmed when you're up at 2 a.m. trying to finish a project or study. Okay, my last speech is for Nikhil, but unfortunately he is not here with us today, I don't think.
He's in India.
Oh, he's in India. Makes sense. All right. I understand that Nikhil is not with us tonight for this speech, but I would like to take this time to address the fact that Nikhil went out of his way to write me a speech for himself to read, about himself for me to read. Although I will not be reading that speech, reading anything specifically from that speech he sent, I will say it's a 5-paragraph essay that looks like it came straight out of ChatGPT. When Nikhil isn't spending his time developing apps, running Tiger Tech, and being extremely humble, he's finishing his caption for an Instagram post that details his commitment to Royals basketball. All jokes aside, Nikhil is one of the most positive people, always trying to improve those around him. He will be attending UMass Amherst, where he will be majoring in computer science and data science. Nikhil, I wish you good luck and hope you go on to make a real impact on the world. Next up, I'd like to call up Abby Nordhausen.
Sorry, it took me a hot second. First, I'd like to call up Declan Reedy. Declan is a very thoughtful and outgoing person, and I have had such a fun time getting to know him throughout our high school years together. Declan received the Chancellor's Merit Scholarship at UMass Lowell, where he will be receiving a full ride there. Declan plans on pursuing a major in history and an intended minor in legal studies, and I have no doubt that he will do marvelously. Declan's favorite high school activity was theater, where he played varying roles such as Prince Topher in Cinderella, David Kingsley in Stage Door, and recently Billy Flynn in Chicago, which he confessed was his favorite LHS show. We also will never forget the amazing Batman and terrifying bird he played in The Birds. Declan's favorite teacher at LHS is Mrs. Berlinger, and he really enjoyed taking AP Biology with her junior year. One of his favorite memories was in this class, where he achieved the best results in the glowing jellyfish lab. After taking the class this year, I think that all of us AP Bio people know how hard that was to achieve. Thank you so much, Declan, for not only being an amazing NHS president, but also an amazing theater friend, and I wish you all the best in the future. Next is Mary. I never truly got to know Mary until high school, and after I first started talking to her, all I can say is nice things. I've always looked up to Mary through NHS, and especially through doing years and years of shows with her in Littleton. Mary has been doing theater her whole life, and she has had varying roles at LHS and at outside theaters. Mary is going to be attending Dean College in the fall and is pursuing a degree in theater, which I hope to come see some of the shows she is in. Some of Mary's favorite teachers in high school were Mr. DeCoste and Miss Duffy, and she enjoyed classes such as acting, ceramics, and anatomy. Some of her favorite parts of these classes were getting to learn more about the arts and having a creative outlet. Mary also admitted that she loved the way anatomy and physiology was structured, saying that it was the only science class she ever truly understood. One of Mary's favorite memories in high school was doing Chicago, and I think both of us can agree we had so much fun being murderesses together. Mary says that she was so glad to have participated in the National Honor Society because it gave her an opportunity to give back to her community and help those in need. And she has really done such a great job as secretary. Thank you so much, Mary, for being a great friend and officer, and I wish you all the best. Don't forget to come visit. Next is Arya Patel.
First, I'd like to invite up Nicole Balzotti. Nicole Balzotti is an accomplished senior who's made a significant impact on her time in NHS. She has demonstrated dedication in her lifetime career in dance, hard work in academics, and a passion for achieving her goal of becoming a nurse practitioner. Nicole's dedication to dance has been a huge part of her life. As a competitive dancer, she's gained valuable leadership and communication skills. She's also been able to give back to her community through being an assistant dance teacher. As a member of NHS, Nicole has developed her leadership skills and grown in so many ways as a person and a student. She's part of Healthcare Committee and Cleanup Committee, where she is able to better the community. She's grateful for everything NHS has taught her and the positive impact that has left on her life. At LHS, Nicole is an essential part of many clubs, including Spanish Club. She loves taking math classes, and some of her favorite memories at school have been going on long walks outside during her sophomore and junior years. Nicole plans to attend Riviera University for nursing and to pursue her dream career of becoming a nurse practitioner. We wish you all the best in college and your future career. Next is Vedant Sharma, who cannot be here today. He's been an important part of NHS and Littleton High School. He's demonstrated inspirational dedication with his passion for economics and the environment, as well as in academics. Being part of NHS has been an extremely impactful experience for him. As a part of Community Cleanup Committee and Environmental Club, he was able to better the environment and help LHS and the town of Littleton move to more sustainable practices. In Tiger Tech, he helped to provide the community with affordable tech support. Vedant has also been a great leader, both in our school and our town. He co-founded a DECA club at LHS, which helped him and other students develop valuable communication and entrepreneurial skills. At Kimball's, not only does he make great sandwiches, he holds a manager position where he's able to further his leadership skills. His favorite classes include stats and macroeconomics, and some of his favorite memories at LHS are of taking math breaks. Because of his lifelong interest in business and economics, he's decided to commit to Northeastern for finance. We wish you all the best in college and your future career. Next, I'd like to call up Emma Platts.
First, I'd like to invite Tyler Edwards. A hockey player needs to excel in balance, communication, and skill, which Tyler Edwards would know as captain of the LHS hockey team. His love for hockey has boundless limits. Starting from when he was 5, he has worked through obstacles to get better and work his way to the top. As well as hockey, Tyler has worked hard in school with interest in areas of history, math, and psychology. His success in these classes has fueled his decision to study economics and the environment at UMass Amherst. Along with his classes in high school, he is also an active member of LHS, upholding his NHS member responsibilities with his co-founding of LHS DECA. DECA has taught him skills to be used in his life after high school, like leadership in a community, the challenges of starting an organization, and setting realistic goals. All of this with the goal of upholding DECA after his high school career comes to a close, and with hopes of it growing further. With his hard work in and out of school, his passion to succeed in college, and an overall love for the community beyond hockey and DECA, Tyler Edwards has the potential to thrive and have great prosperity in his future after high school. We wish you all the best at UMass Amherst and your career to follow. Next, I'd like to invite Zach Slavinsky. Perseverance, sacrifice, and learning are all qualities that great soccer players must possess. Zach Slavinsky would know this from being a varsity soccer player and a referee in Littleton's youth soccer program. These qualities also apply off the soccer field too, as Zach is a hardworking student. After finishing his difficult courses like AP Macroeconomics and AP Statistics, he hopes to pursue business in college. His hard work does not stop there. Zach has strived to fulfill his role as an NHS member, including leadership. He has worked hard to fulfill leadership positions extending further than youth soccer, like his work at Camp Tehadawon as a junior counselor and lifeguard. With his studies, leadership, and hobbies in his free time like skiing and playing basketball, Zach Slavinsky has the potential to go far and have great success in his life after high school. We wish you all the best at UMass Amherst and your career to follow. Next, I'd like to invite Bhuvana Pratap.
I'd like to start by inviting Charlie Martin up to the stage. Charlie Martin is one of the most dedicated and helpful people I've ever met, from helping with stats work to always be patiently willing to help the middle schoolers hurdle and track. He's been in NHS since senior year and has contributed a lot to NHS in his time. He's an easy person to talk to and always creates an inclusive environment for everyone around him. Everywhere he goes, he brings around a good mood. Even in the mornings when we end up in Kern every day, he finds a way to keep an entertaining conversation. Charlie's a valuable member to both the soccer team as a key defender and also has a great commitment to the track team. In only his first year of indoor track, he scored 36 points for the team, which really shows the impressive extent to which he excels at everything he does. In NHS, he shows commitment by showing up to all of his community service and even putting in the extra mile. When he came for bed builds, even though he was completely covered in sawdust, he managed to sand down more wood than the rest of us. For college, Charlie's going to UMass Amherst and majoring in operations and information management. We're going to miss your presence greatly, and I know you'll go on to do great things. And then I'd like to invite Maddie. I'd like to start my speech for Maddie by mentioning how even before I could approach her about junior-senior pairs and getting to know her, she came up to me first. She was so sweet and told me that she'd be willing to answer any questions to get to know each other. I'm really grateful to have started to call Maddie a friend this year, and she's genuinely one of the kindest and smartest people I've talked to, and she has fun in everything she does. Maddie was captain of the varsity crew team in WA, and in her years of crew, contributed a significant amount to the team. She's also a part of the first robotics team where she is in the leadership position and helped younger children with STEM as well. As a member of NHS since junior year and a past member of NJHS, she so wholly represents the values of NHS through her commitment to everything she does, whether it's work or school. Her leadership is obvious in her extracurriculars, and she's loved by many for her honorable character. In addition to that, she's a sweet and fun person to be around. She's always smiling and willing to chit-chat. She'll be going to Purdue University and majoring in biomedical engineering. I know she's going to continue creating an amazing mark everywhere she goes. Thank you, Maddie, and I'll miss you. I'd like to invite Callie Armistella.
Okay, first I want to invite Amy Prue up. So I just want to start off by saying I've technically known Amy since we were 8 months old when we were in daycare, but I really didn't get to know her until middle school. I didn't even grow close to her until high school. Watching her grow as a person throughout high school while continuing to be herself is something I've loved getting to witness and be a part of. Come the fall, Amy is off to Emmanuel College to study biology, where she hopes to eventually be able to do some field research. Taking AP Biology her junior year, Miss Berlinger became to be her favorite teacher at LHS, who she said she could always go to, talk to, and laugh with no matter the time of the day. Amy has also said that NHS was an amazing opportunity for her to participate more in her community, which she also hopes to continue doing in college. Reflecting on her high school experience, it's safe to say that Amy was a bit of an overachiever. Over her 4 years, she played soccer, ran indoor and outdoor track, and participated in many extracurriculars, including jazz band and student council, just to name a few. She was vice president of her class, a varsity soccer captain her senior year, and a girls' indoor and outdoor track both her junior and senior years. Her most memorable high school experience came from track, where after meets they would all go out for Kimball's and just hang out. Making plans with Amy is almost impossible, but those who know her know that the time spent with her is well worth the planning, and are memories that will be remembered and cherished forever. Amy is a leader, an athlete, and an amazing friend to so many, and I have no doubt that as she moves into the next chapter of her life, she'll continue being the kind-hearted and dedicated person I know she is, and accomplish great things wherever life takes her. Next, I would like to welcome Kaylin O'Meara. Kaylin O'Meara is one of the most genuine and hardworking people that I know, and I've been so lucky to get to know her throughout high school. While growing closer to her this past year, in the fall she'll be attending Emerson College, where she will study marketing communication and play on the college's Division III women's soccer team. From academics to sports to relationships, Kaylin's high school experience is definitely one for the books. She was a part of Latin Club, and Latin was her favorite class, and her favorite teacher, Miss Kelly. This spring, she had an amazing time, also participating in her first theater production, Chicago. Playing soccer and basketball all 4 years at LHS, Kaylin has received countless awards, including being voted as one of the most athletic in her class. And now, just to name a few, although there's way more than this, Kaylin has accomplished so much in sports. She was named League MVP junior and senior year, a captain of the girls' varsity soccer team, named a state all-star, and then continued to be named a New England all-star. For basketball, she was captain of the girls' varsity soccer team for the past 2 years, and this year was named team all-star and co-MVP. Her senior year, she was even a part of making it to the Final Four state tournaments for both soccer and basketball, making it her most memorable high school experience. And the rest of it's not in here. Okay. I just want to say Caitlin has done so much for the community and so much for me as someone that I can look up to her and always know that I can rely on her and be somebody I can go to whenever I need. So thank you, Caitlin. And then I'd like to welcome up Jacinda Sanders.
I'd like to welcome up Shayla Senecal. Shayla will be attending Merrimack College, where she will study to become a nurse with the hopes to become a travel nurse one day. Her favorite class was anatomy and physiology, and that's where she figured out nursing was the right pick for her. Her most memorable high school moments are when she was on the sideline of football games cheering with her closest friends and being able to make the most of every year, even with the difficulties of COVID. Moments in Littleton that she won't forget are her senior night for cheer, Friday night football games, and creating the best of memories with her friends. The National Honor Society gave her so many opportunities to do more for the community, and for that she is very appreciative. She was able to help organizations create awareness for the causes by helping in the community. As she moves on from Littleton High School, she is thankful that she got to be part of NHS, where she helped change the community for the better, and is thankful for the forever lasting friendships and impact Littleton has given her. To Shayla, I wish you the very best and all the good luck and everything the future holds for you, and you will do great things. I'd like to welcome up Hannah Hohenschel. Hannah will be attending Emmanuel College, where she will pursue nursing. Her hope is to become a pediatric nurse, and she loves working with children. Her favorite class was anatomy and physiology because she enjoyed the different labs and learning more about something she was so passionate about. Miss Abate was her favorite teacher, describing her as an amazing person and having so much fun in her class. Advice that stuck with Hannah throughout high school was to live in the moment because time flies by fast, and soon all those moments will become memories. To any underclassmen, she would advise creating good time management skills and setting a good balance of fun and focus to be the most successful in the classroom. Advice she lists to student athletes would be to manage your time and speak out when you need help in order to be successful as a teammate and a student on and off the field. She will miss the community of Littleton the most and how everyone in this small town looks after each other when one is in need of help. The National Honor Society gave Hannah the opportunity to help local and bigger organizations. From NHS, she learned how to ask questions and how to push herself when she knew she had more to give. To Hannah, I am fortunate to have gotten the opportunity to be in NHS with you. I wish you the best and know that you will succeed in everything you have ahead of you. Thank you. I'd like to welcome up Ben Shufflin.
First, I'd like to welcome up AJ St. Gelais. Graduating senior Anthony AJ St. Gelais will be attending the University of New Hampshire next school year. He'll be majoring in finance. AJ definitely is fit for finance as he has helped the LHS baseball program by raising over $1,000 for the program this past year. He has not only helped the program financially, but athletically as well. AJ's presence on the baseball field has propelled those around him as he is constantly energetic and supportive of everyone in the program. His maturity as an athlete and his fierce competitiveness has also carried over to the LHS golf team, which he participated in this past year as well. AJ has been a great friend to me and is always able to make me and others around him laugh. AJ has been able to give back to his community through participation in Tiger Tech. I'm confident that AJ will become extremely successful in the future and will be able to become a great friend to many around him. Next, I'd like to welcome Ryan Graff. Graduating senior Ryan Graff will be attending North Carolina State University next school year. He'll be majoring in aerospace engineering. This is not so surprising, as Ryan has been able to demonstrate his smarts in math throughout his career in Littleton High School. Not only has Ryan demonstrated his smarts in the classroom, but on the field as well, leading the LHS baseball team as a senior captain this year. His intelligence through game plans and practice plans has allowed us to reach our full potential as a team. His leadership on and off the field has provided a role model to all of the younger players throughout the entire high school baseball program. In relation to myself, Ryan has also been a mentor to me through baseball and a friend as well. Ryan not only played baseball this past year, but also on the LHS golf team as well, where he was able to again demonstrate his competitive characteristics. Ryan also gave back to his community through continued participation in Tiger Tech. I'm confident that Ryan will be able to become a great friend and role model to many more peers in college and will become extremely successful in the future.
Next, I'd like to welcome up Josie Thompson.
I would first like to welcome up Belle Field. Isabel Field has been a great gift not only to the class of 2023, but exceptionally so to those following her in their high school years. For someone so down-to-earth and selfless, she has truly left a significant mark on Littleton High School through her service, positive attitude, tenderness, and inclusivity. My first personal encounters with Belle took place during the early months of her junior year and my sophomore year. We were seated next to each other within our table group in Intermediate Latin 2, taught by Miss Kelly, her favorite teacher, for nearly the entirety of the school year, and I cannot be more grateful. Whenever a member of our group was particularly tired, unmotivated, or feeling left out, Belle was the first person to speak up and make them feel included. Her and I were also partners quite often when classwork involved working in pairs. During these instances, I was so thoroughly impressed by how much she cared that we both understood the material in the work and the readings. She's not only a leader in the classroom, but significantly so in the high school athletics department. She's the team captain of the field hockey team and such a bright mentor for her peers. She has taken a lot of pleasure in her experience mentoring her younger teammates, as well as improving her own skills in field hockey while doing so. She always advocates for school sports, being actively present at sporting events and embracing spirit days as much as possible. She was also a lovely presence on the recent trip of Spain in March and is really grateful for the time she spent with her friends during her high school years. In addition to contributing to the well-being of her high school community, she has also played a significant role in the wellness of our towns and neighboring communities' well-being as well. This year, she was one of the Loaves and Fishes committee heads, making her the hands behind many organizations as we as NHS students took part in over the last several months. I'm really glad that this opportunity allowed her to understand the extent to which her positive actions affect us. I personally find it really fitting that she's chosen to study speech pathology and audiology because she really listens to everyone. She'll be doing so at UMass Amherst, and I cannot imagine the college atmosphere where Belle isn't continuing to inspire and motivate her peers. I know that she will treat and inspire them with the same care that she did for you and I, and that we as the LHS students will extend her practices in community service by making them our own. I would next like to welcome up Dale McDonough. One of the things that the students and visitors tend to appreciate most about Littleton High School is its hands-on learning and, most importantly, prioritization of student contribution. As we as students make our daily rounds through the hallways and classrooms of Littleton High School, we are fortunate to be surrounded by spaces tinted over by bright colors and peer-produced art. Many of these contributions to the community were the works of Dale McDonough. Many of you might recognize him for his efforts in creating the mural in Mr. Miskinnis's room, his writings about AP Literature and Humanities for our school's newspaper, or for his art display at the Reuben Hoare Library here in town. Perhaps you were even lucky enough to experience his art at the exhibition at Tufts in March. His influence goes far beyond the world on paper, though. Along with his passion for the arts is his love for connecting with individuals around him. I, a somewhat shy junior, was approached by Dale one day during my independent study period in AMOD. Upon first interaction, Dale settled for nothing less than knowing all about my own values and interests. He puts individuality first, and for this reason, he decided to join the National Honor Society. Nothing has brought him a closer community than the opportunities which NHS provides. As a head of the mural committee, which many of you participate in, he has had the pleasure of working to create art all around the school and town that makes the lives of our student body and townspeople more enjoyable. Next year, Dale will be continuing his journey as an artist and creative writer at UMass Amherst, at which he intends to double major in fine arts and in English. We cannot wait to see Dale grow and continue to support his art and writing.
And though we are sad to see such a creative soul go, his work will always be plastered across LHS walls, reminding us of his time here, with the unfortunate exception of his work for Miss Kern's Kindness Store, which will have to be taken down at the end of the year. I hope that, after having admired his work for many years, you all will continue to honor Dale's creativity and apply it to your own lives. Dale has taught me that no creative idea is anything less than valid, and everyone's contributions have a place in the industry. May his work continue to inspire us, and may he have a lovely time at UMass Amherst.
And that was the last speech.
Well,
now you can read.
there's nothing. Okay, that was just amazing, all these accomplishments and things that our seniors are off to do, so thank you for sharing all those lovely details. I would like to thank you again to all the friends and families that are the foundations of these students' success. Thank you so much for joining us to celebrate our students. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. And thank you to our officers and everybody that helped put this together and for videoing it for us. And there are food over there and drinks and time to mingle.
One more round of applause for our seniors.